She was like, "I'm so sorry, but there's not a heartbeat."
The Duggar sisters, Joanna, Jinger, and Jessa, are opening up about their pregnancy loss. On the July 9th episode of the Ginger and Jeremy podcast, the siblings reflect on their miscarriage experiences and grief.
At probably 6.5, 7 weeks along, I just announced to the family. We had a big gathering, and then it quickly changed because later that night I started having some complications.
Joanna and her husband Austin Forsyth were expecting a baby girl in 2019, but as she describes during the podcast, she knew at her 20-week scan that something was wrong with her pregnancy.
She put the Doppler on my belly, and right away, her face just completely sunk. And she was like, "I'm so sorry, but there's not a heartbeat." And yeah, just that shock feeling of what's happening.
Days after their loss, Joanna and Austin honored their daughter Annabelle with a funeral ceremony, but she says coping with both the physical and emotional trauma of the loss took time.
When I've talked to other people, I have shared that with them of, hey, it took me 6 months. I felt like I was in a cloud for 6 months. I felt like I was in a fog, and it's postpartum.
Her sister Jessa suffered 2 miscarriages in 2020 and again in 2022. Now currently pregnant with her 6th baby with husband Ben Seawald, she describes her journey through pregnancy loss.
It's hard to allow yourself early on to feel excited when you see that positive pregnancy test, because you feel like you're bracing yourself. You're like, this may go how it went last time.
Jessa says despite the feeling of devastation when losing a child, she feels there are positives to having experienced a miscarriage, mainly that it makes her feel more grateful for the children she does have.
I took a lot less for granted, and I was definitely less. I still would complain a little bit about pregnancy aches and pains, but I would take a second and be like, but I wouldn't want it to be any other way. I'm thankful. You're thankful even for hard aspects of pregnancy, because your baby's still there and you're still pregnant, and I feel like it just caused me to be so much more grateful and to cherish life even more.